Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, WWE 2K25 online, as we know, the servers are really not doing well right now. Um, so with that being said, I decided to make this video because I had come up with an idea to test the servers out and see what the issue might be. What I've come up with is kind of interesting to me, but I just figured I would give everybody else the insight on what I've found out going through these various tests. So what I decided to do was I wanted to make a match online. As we all know, even 1v1s now are almost impossible to get into a match. It just sits on that network loading screen and goes nowhere, and you end up having a dashboard and start the game over and hope for the best the next time around. So what I decided to do is I did different stages for each time that I made a session to see if it would actually load in. What I mean by that is I tried 3 matches with each aspect that I decided to do, and this is what I've come up with. The first aspect, I used a default arena with default superstars. I tried that match 3 times, and I'm going to say this 3 out of 3 times, everything loaded in completely fine. No issues. It was flawless. It went from choosing a character to the opponent choosing a character. The load in screen came up and it went directly to the next screen, loaded in. And I will let you know on each one of these, I did entrances on and victory scenes on just to prove my theory a little more. I wanted to give it a little more expectation to find what would happen on each one of these. So, like I said, the first one was default arena with default superstars. 3 out of 3 times, everything loaded in flawlessly. No issues, nothing whatsoever. The second aspect was default arena with a created superstar. I'm going to say this was pretty horrible. 1 out of 3 times the match loaded in. That one time that the match actually loaded in, I was using a regular superstar and my opponent used a created superstar. Now, the opponent's created superstar had everything from the video game itself, just the game itself, those logos on there. Nothing custom or anything like that at all. And that is the only match that actually went anywhere and loaded in. The other two, custom superstars, custom logos, and those 2 matches did not load in whatsoever. So I decided to try something else. So the third time around, I did custom arenas with logos and everything like that, custom logos at that, and default superstars. Now, here's the weird thing. 3 out of 3 times, those matches loaded in again flawlessly. Chose the characters, loaded right in. Quick, simple, right into the match. No lag, no button delay, nothing. Flawless. So, the next idea I had was to do a custom arena with a creative superstar. 0 out of 3 attempts. It was horrible. It would load in, you'd get stuck on the network loading screen, and it would go absolutely nowhere. Had to dashboard off the game and get back on again and try over. So, with that being said, I've come to a conclusion. It seems custom logos work on the arenas, but custom logos with your Create a Superstar bog the server down, regardless of if you're using a default arena or a custom arena. It seems like there's not a glitch on the custom arena side with custom logos, but after all these numerous amounts of updates they've had, it seems like the Create a Superstar has a glitch when you put custom logos on it. That's the only thing I can think of that makes sense after doing everything that I've done today. Like I said before, if you do default superstars with a default arena or default superstars with a custom arena, everything loads in just fine, no issues whatsoever. The only issue is when you have a Create a Superstar with custom logos on it. For whatever reason, it could just be one custom superstar with custom logos, and the other person can have a default superstar, and it still stops the session from happening. It just puts it on hold, gets it stuck on the network loading screen. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. That's my theory from the testing that I've done today. It's just wicked crazy. And I mean, hopefully we can get this information out to the developers at 2K and they can do something to fix this, because I really do think that putting the custom logos onto a Create a Superstar is what is bogging the servers down. So they need to do something about that in order to get us to be able to load into these matches. It's crazy. Like before, we were able to play 1v1s at least, but now it's like 85 to 95% chance that you're not getting into even a 1v1 with created superstars. And that just makes no sense. There's no need for it. And they really just need to get on the ball and fix the problems here. But thanks for stopping by. Thank you if you watched this video the whole way through. I just wanted to, put out there what I have found from the numerous testings that I've done with this game today when it comes to the online. I hope it interested you. I hope it helped you out with some knowledge if you were wondering why the servers are all messed up right now. And hopefully this gives everybody a little clarity as to what might be the problem. And like I said, this is just speculation on my end after doing all of the numerous tests I've done today. But to me, it seems like custom logos on a superstar are glitching the server from allowing you to play the game. And that's, I mean, really weird. I don't think I've ever had that issue before in any of the other WWE games that I've played, but I don't know, this is a new one for me, and this is just, my final outcome on what I've done today with this. So thanks again, guys. Talk later. Peace.